first of all, you must be absolutely, confidence must be sky high at the moment. You've won all your games so far, and you go into this one as a Man United side who looks pretty ordinary by all accounts on Saturday.
As you said, confidence is high. I think carrying on from last season, we finished the season quite well, which kept us in the league. And it's just about momentum for us, really. Winning as many games as possible, cup games, a good cup run, will breed confidence for the league. So, I hope to keep it going.
The big shame, of course, is there's nobody there to see it.
Yeah, it's obviously, we miss the fans. I'm sure they'd be buzzing, especially the way we finished last season. Kenny would have been rocking with some of them results. So, it's a big shame, but hopefully they can be back soon.
I guess this game means more to you than most because it's against your old club.
It's always obviously nice to. I was there for probably 10, 11 years. Boyhood United fan, so it's a big one for me. So, I can't wait for it.
Are you coming through the youth setup when Ollie was playing?
I was probably a bit young for when he was playing, but he was my reserve manager probably for a year or so before he left. So I had a good relationship with him then. So it'll be nice to catch up.
Got a bit of a point to prove tomorrow?
No, I don't think so, really. It's been probably 10 years since, 7, 8 years since I left, so not really a point to prove. But as always, I'll go out and give 100% and try and get the win.
Generally, teams change when Premier League sides are involved in the League Cup. Are you expecting, if not a reserve side, then a much changed United from what we saw on Saturday?
Probably you would think that they would give players obviously minutes that haven't got minutes because they had a shortened pre-season. So it probably will be a bit different to the team that played Saturday, but still it'll be 9, 10, 11 international world-class players. So we have to look at it like that. They're still Man United players for a reason. So whoever turns up will obviously be more than capable, and we'll have to be at 100%.
Obviously, concentrating on your own side now for a second. I mean, the further you go in the competition, the more games you're going to have to play.
But I'm not a firm believer in getting tired or overtired. We've got, I think he's in the Reading game, we made 10 changes. The boys that came in, we won the game. So we've got a big, capable squad. And as I said, winning breeds confidence and momentum. So the more games we win, the more games we get. But I think that'll be good for us.
Nathan gets excited on the touchline. I presume he's going to get super excited in this game.
Yeah, he's quite passionate. It's one of his great characteristics. You can see how passionate he is about the club and the players and his team. So, being on the bench and watching him a few times is quite entertaining. So, I'm just glad he's so passionate about the club.
United have in the past stepped up in this competition early stage. I'm thinking about Milton Keynes 3 or 4 years ago and they lost 4-0. So there's hope for you, isn't there, tomorrow in this game?
Obviously there's hope. Like I said, they've not had a long pre-season, so they might not be 100% fit. We've had 4 games now and a good pre-season behind us, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. But it'll be a good team that turns up. So anything's possible. It's the cup, as like you said, we've seen over the years. Anything's possible.
And last one from me. I mean, obviously being a United fan, I know your dad's a United fan. He once won a bet on you, didn't he?
No, my dad's a City fan. My dad's a City fan. My mum's a United fan. But my dad, they both won the bet, yeah. But he's a City fan, so it's bittersweet for him.
Oh, right. So, I mean, but he did win a bet on you actually playing for United.
Yeah, he won. I think he put the bet on when I was 9 to play a competitive first-team game. And obviously when I come in against Newcastle, he cashed it in. So 10 grand in his pocket, which wasn't the greatest odds, I think, for a 9-year-old to play for the biggest club in the world.
I see. Well, good luck tomorrow playing against the biggest club in the world.
Thank you.
Right, is he going to win any money on a bet tomorrow night, do you think, your dad?
Will he win any money on a bet? I'm not. I don't think he's a betting man, no, and I don't think he'll put a bet on, no.
Let's ask you one more about Ollie. It's Gary here from Sky, by the way.
Right.
But obviously, you say he was your manager for a year.
Yeah.
Did you see then that he would, go on to be as successful a first-team manager as he's proven to be so far?
I think obviously you could see it. He was just starting out. It was probably his first job. But you could see, obviously, everyone respected him because of what he'd done in the game. And when you've got that respect, it goes a long way. I think being at United for so long, he had the characteristics of obviously Sir Alex Ferguson. He picked that up along the way. So, yeah, you could see that he would obviously go on to be a manager. But be Man United manager so soon, and I probably wouldn't have said that had happened, but it's what it is. He's took his chance and he's done a good job.
Did you enjoy working with him? I mean, will there be time at all, given it's an important game, before or after, just to catch up with him a little bit tomorrow?
Yeah, I enjoyed working with him. Like I said, I had massive respect for him. Growing up as a United fan, the stuff that he did, the goals that he scored for the club, it was probably a bit daunting when I was 16, 17, listening to him and stuff like that. He was pretty nervous being a young lad because he was such a legend. But, obviously, I'm sure if I see him, we'll have a chat, we'll say hello and we'll ask how the families are, etc. But it's just down to business, really, as soon as we get to the stadium.
Yeah, because it's a nice bloke as well, isn't it?
It's a nice what, sorry?
He's a nice lad, he's a nice bloke, a nice man.
Yeah, he always has been, I think. If you'll speak to anyone about him, he's one of the nice guys in football, so I'm sure he'll ask how I am and probably make time for me because we've not seen each other before.
Thanks, mate, good luck.
Thank you.
Can I jump in there, Jeff?
Yeah, just a few from me, Ryan. When you were at United, that was when I think Sir Alex Ferguson was just coming to the end of his management there. Did you have much dealings with him? You were sent out on loan a few times, weren't you? Did you have much to do with him?
Yeah, obviously he was coming to the end, which was a shame for the club. I was in. Obviously, I played twice under him, and I travelled on one of the tours with him. So obviously, I knew him quite well. Yeah, and I was obviously sad to see him leave because he brought me through. He'd sort of give me a few chances, and then for him to leave it, I had to start from scratch really with a new manager coming in.
And what was he like to deal with? What was he like as a manager compared to the current breed?
Well, I don't know. Obviously, he's one of a kind. The stuff that he did, the stuff that he won, but again, when I talk about respect, everyone respected him. Everyone sort of feared him. He was a great man manager. I think he knew what to do with all types of characters. It was just obviously an honour and a privilege to work under him.
This Man United side you come up against, they played poor the other night, but the manager afterwards, Solskjaer, said that they need games, they need sharpness inside them. So it's likely to be a really strong side. You could come up in midfield against Van der Beek and probably Fred and one or two others. Mason Greenwood might play. These are going to be top players.
Yeah, I said before that no matter what team they play, it's going to be 9, 10, 11 internationals. So it's not a given. They need to get up to speed. So I'm sure people that need game time will be getting it, and there'll be a lot of good players on the pitch. But I don't think that's anything to fear, really. We're at home. It's in the cup. We're on a good run ourselves. So I think we just go out there and play football, and obviously the best team will win on the night.
There's so much competition for places at the moment there, Ryan. Is it difficult trying to get yourself into that league team because you've played in the cup games? Is that the goal? Yeah, that's the goal. Obviously, I didn't play the last probably 5 games of the season, and we won quite a lot of them, and it kept us in the league. So all credit to the lads. I've just got to be patient. When I get my chance, I've got to try and take it, train hard, do all the right stuff, be professional, and like I said, when I get the chance, take it, because obviously as a footballer, I want to play every game I can play, and the league being the most important. I want to be in that team. And what's it like being in a team that's won 4 out of 4 and did so well towards the end of last season? The place must be buzzing, isn't it?
Yeah, the place is buzzing. Momentum is a big thing in football. So obviously last year when we was going through a rough patch, no matter how well we played, it seemed we'd always probably lose 1-0 or by the odd goal because the momentum was against us. So it's nice to be in the team, in the squad where the momentum's with us at the minute. We have to keep working hard to keep it that way, and then hopefully we can do great things this season.
And it's a bit weird that you're playing Manchester United tomorrow night, and yet it possibly might not be the biggest game this week because, of course, Watford are the team you play on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a strange one. Obviously, it's a massive game, but like you said, I think probably the fans have not had Watford in the league for a long time, so I'm sure they'll be looking forward to that one a bit more. Obviously, local bragging rights, but it's a massive week for the club. It's 2 absolutely massive games, and that's why the club works so hard to get in this league and kick on to play these massive games.
And just a final one from me. We've mentioned the Watford game. Do the players realise just how big a game that is? Because outside of Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire, maybe people might not realise how big it is, but this is a huge local derby.
Yeah, I think obviously I've only been at the club a short while, but sort of I know the passion obviously of the Luton fans, and to get one up on them. I think when coming into the club, you have to do your research and sort of know who the rivals are and know what games mean more to the club and the fans and stuff like that. So I'm sure this week, obviously after the game, we'll get drilled into us how much it will mean to everyone if we can get a result on the Saturday.
Great. Thanks, Ryan.
No problem.